Like XEN. Yeah. You're gonna put in the hard work. You're gonna put in the hard work, the time, the effort, the energy. Everyone's gonna tell you you're falling off. And then one day, you're the rocket ship. You're on both sides of the spectrum. Either your rock is going in the sky or your rock is blowing up. Which one are you? Which one are you? Yeah, my computer's kind of running slow. Getting everything in order here because I don't want it to run too hot. You know, this isn't 2019 or 2022 when I had like my shitty ass MacBook. God damn. Yo, my bad. If you've been around in the crypto brush stream, then you know we've come a long way from the MacBook. We on the PC now. That's how much Apple was able to keep us. I mean, my iPhone. I mean, everything entertainment wise is still Apple, but hardware wise, I seem to be moving away from that place. Yeah, see, mic check. See, we got it back. We got it right. I think we're good. What up, Earn It? What up, Lita? 420. So we got Four Rocks. What up, Fur Rocks? I always say Four Rocks. I don't know why. I'm gonna break it up. What up, Earn It? What up, Bud Green, Zenzel, Washington? Yo, Four Rocks. Yo, your content on the media, on the social media, is fire, bro. You're my inspo. I'm living my chief marketing executive role through you. Keep dropping the bangers and inspiring me, bro. We need those. What's up, Leo? 2K, Leo, 2K. You play 2K, bro? Actually, Leo, I fucks with you too, bro. I like your XENblocks, super block, like, what do we call this? A collage, a mood board. Like, what do you call it, actually? What do you call it? All right. I think we're ready to start the show off. We've been fucking bullshitting. Yo, peep this. Look at this. I got the fucking dill pickle Rick and Morty dabber. You ain't got that, though. You ain't got that, though. Where's that? You ain't got that, though. What's up, y'all? This your boy, Crypto Bruh, a.k.a. Mo World Peace, the DJ / producer, coming back again with another one. Today is January 18th, Friday, motherfucker. I got a manual calendar, and I love it. I don't know why it feels like this year is going to be the year where people get reattached to like things that they love. It's kind of weird. Like, it's really starting to look like, yeah, we have been kind of going down a path where you're not allowed to really like anything. Like, liking things is considered coping, right? Or like being a fan or something is like considered being corny. But like in the 90s and beyond, like, you used to only be able to fan because there was no internet. Like, the comments were like-minded people you brought around you. Same in the 2000s. Again, my thesis is the internet didn't come to for flourishing where it's normal, almost as light or as food, right? It became nature essentially too, like, if you want to really think of it. In 2015, 10 years ago, everything went from beta to alpha. Most of the apps we use today, from Lyft, Uber, DoorDash, Spotify, Shopify. You know, there's so much streamlined UX infrastructure that currently in today's world you don't even care about. Like, look at me right now. I'm still using OBS, which is the open source streaming platform. Yeah, I might route it into Restream so I can distribute this content between two different platforms, and I could pay, right? I could pay and get more platforms. You know, really, I don't give a fuck. Not something I'm hyper focused on. And, you know, bringing more attention to the internet, I guess, or whatever. But this, again, we're building in the internet now. That's what I'm trying to get at. It came here to us, all packaged up and ready to go in 2015. Some people took it and ran with it, and now we're in 10 years later, and some people still actually, Elon posted something that was pretty funny just recently. I was listening in. What is this fool? Elon Musk. Gotta go to Elon. Man, my computer's running so slow right now. What the hell is happening right now? I'm all confused. What is going on? And maybe it's not gonna show up. Maybe he took it down. They're like, hey. But essentially, Yellen got hacked. This is like breaking news in the last 30 minutes. So we could type in Yellen. Yellen at the Treasury. This is why I like X still. It's kind of hard to X out X when you know for a fact it's like where a lot of news is neutralized. You can believe whatever you want to believe, but you know, being really like a fly on the wall on X is like dope because you see people, you see Republicans going hard, you see Democrats going hard, you see liberals going hard, you see extremists going hard, like, and you just be a fly on the wall and just be like, damn, what the fuck? What the hell is Black Wednesday? Never heard of that before. Wow, I guess they're filtering this. Unless it was fake news. Here, let's see. It might be fake news. So this came out two hours ago, but they're suppressing it. You see what I mean? That's what's funny about X. Like in X, when I type in Yellen, all of the posts should come up about Yellen, but for some reason, maybe they don't want this to be out there. And they suppressed the information because even Elon Musk has said something about it. It's not on his X no more. I'll see somebody replied to him. So yeah, he did. Yeah, 9 hours ago. Oh, okay. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe they don't want to like blow it up. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. Yellen's laptop got hacked. But then what Elon said was just funny to me. A 12-year-old script kiddie could hack into Yellen's computer. I doubt she knows how to reboot her Wi-Fi router. Good one, Elon. Good one. But yeah, this is like the state of where we are, man. We're in this weird area where like your U.S. Treasury person can still get hacked. Easy. Because they decided to not take both pills in 2015 and say, yo, fuck it, we going online. All right, we online, but we going online. Everything we know that exists will be there, right? And again, that's why I kicked off this conversation because I'm over here, I'm reminiscing on this awesome gift of I don't know if you know, I'm fucking Filipino, so I got this gift from my mother, who was gifted it from my sister. But yeah, what's funny is it's a manual clock, not clock, but calendar. I could like flip it and shit. Whatever, it's got dates and shit, right? But what's funny about it is like, to me, I really needed something tangible, clockwise. I'm still being a bad physical reality person. I do not have a manual clock in my house besides the microwave. And that's just like part of being a millennial. Like, you know, we're hella online. Like everywhere we go, we're online. So we're living through the next phase of it, which is the magic internet money phase. Right? In 2015, if you took both pills, not only did you move all of your attention to what was going on online, you probably found out about Bitcoin, right? Because that's when Bitcoin was GPU mining. You could mine a Bitcoin with a GPU and an ASIC. Way back in the Dizzy. Way back. That's one of my, what was it? Travis Scott, way back with Kid Cudi. Damn, that song is fire. But yeah, way back. 2015 is where this is when I got into Bitcoin for real. Like I started to actually talk about it and find communities. And again, I would say I took both pills, and I was at the time I was working at a streetwear boutique, and we were closing because Karma Loop and Hypebeast like took over retail of streetwear. Like all of a sudden you didn't need a streetwear store anymore. You could just go on the internet and just buy the fresh shit, right? You could just go and buy, you wanted that ASAP Rocky Tumblr fit, just go and buy it online. You don't need to go to a store. So again, I was really interested in the internet in this moment because I was already selling things online. Like I was already in forums, and people were taking Bitcoin and other artifacts to make exchange because the internet was still a real place. I think it's still real, but a lot of people are bringing up the dead internet theory, but we've been talking about that since like 2020. So it's like 5 years later, everyone's getting caught the fuck up that, hey, maybe the whole internet is just robots. It's like, duh. it only took 5 years for us to get to this area of like COVID, right? It was crazy time. But yeah, so I think again we're about to blue pill, red pill the whole planet Earth about Bitcoin and how its internet has already existed. The infrastructure already was there. Some people are going, 100 miles per hour, while others are still getting their computer hacked. Right. So I think everything is set up, like our stage is set. This fool Trump's about to walk across it next Monday. Today's Friday, by the way. And things will be different. We don't really know what it's going to be like. A lot of people are hella bullish. A lot of people think we're going to the sky. I mean, I think we're already there. But what I don't think is priced in is world FOMO. And I think world FOMO is getting ready to kick in. It sounds kind of crazy. Like, it's like, what, 2025? Like, country pride? I'm proud to be from somewhere. Like, I'm proud to be born again. What? Like, yeah, bro. Like, I honestly think that's what we're saying. Ownership. Like, I want to own time. I want to own land. I want to own car. Like, these are mantras of a lot of Americans right now. And I think, again, this is all positive for crypto because it's been developed for this. This is what it's been developed for. Another form of sovereignty ownership that's not tied to any single entity. Right? That's what crypto was invented for. So you can own your world. Sometimes it might get a little away from you. Then maybe you can go invent your own world on top of the world if you want to. But that's why everyone's joining Bitcoin. Man, I love my analogies right now. They're kind of like all over the place because I've listened back to my streams and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck am I saying? Like, if I didn't know me, I'd be like, this dude's crazy. But yeah, like, you should want to own your cryptocurrencies. Like, whatever your hand is in, you should want to own it. And that's why what you own is kind of a representation of like your ethics or your values. So owning the best ethical coins pretty much is the easiest win in crypto. That's why Bitcoin's winning. It's not winning because it's going to change money. It's winning because it's got ethical principles of creation to get everyone that's human to agree that, hey, this object might be real. The meme from last year, that motherfucker in the back is not real. That's Bitcoin right now. Like, Bitcoin's just sitting in the back of the plane. Everybody's looking back like, yo, nah, dog, that's a Bitcoin. Like, what are you talking about? That motherfucker is real. That motherfucker there is real as fuck. So yeah, that's pretty special to see. Again, Bitcoin is a win. We have Coinbase saying yesterday you can now, stake your Bitcoins essentially, or, you can collateralize your Bitcoins in the finance world. I really don't know what's going to happen here. I think DeFi world will merge with traditional finance. And I think our words will be worth more value, right? So it's going to be important to stay hip to DeFi terms, bet more than, staying hip to traditional finance. Like, that's stoned. You can speak to old gray people. So there's a language there in talking traditional finance, because maybe you can mine $1 million out of a gray guy, right? Like that. That's pretty much where that context has its most impact. Old people, but DeFi terminology is probably where you want to get enriched in understanding, because then you can go and talk to the masses about what's happening here. Right. So it's really, you can stake your Bitcoins to Coinbase and they can claim custody of your Bitcoins, and they'll give you some USDC that they're printing for you leaving your Bitcoins behind in Coinbase. That is the jug. All right. There's other things out there where you can do it on chain. So if you go to what do you call it? DeFi Llama. DeFi Llama. What up, Dank? Year of X1. Fire up Alibaba Express. Fire that shit up. So I was wondering why Moonwell was going so crazy on base. Right now, Moonwell is up to 100. Let's pull this shit up. There's a lot of moves to be had right now. I'm still in Zen 100%. My hands are bleeding, but not really, because this is the best educational tool I've ever. This is the educational tool I needed in crypto. Like, we online as fuck. Like, this token here, by the time everybody starts to talk about it, like, they're gonna, the language again, like the language, they're gonna really be trying to reach out to those that understand how to speak the Zen. They don't know when they go to Zen.network, the language. What is minting? What is staking? What is burning? What is ticker? We don't actually know what ticker is. This one's been hanging here for a while. They did say they wanted to make it where you can burn Zen and make your own coin. And I think Zen World would want that. And that's a cool ass feature to have inside of the globe, you know, rather than it be like its own website. Like, that's what X1 is for. So X1, you could have like all these experimental applications from all these different developers. But with the Zen network, this is where like Fair Crypto Foundation creates essentially, or in my opinion, blueprints for how developers can use the Zen coin or use the contracts. So like in this XeNFT area, right, that's all language. Staking is language, minting is language. When you go to the info thing, all this shit on the dashboard, if you can read this, you speak a Zen language. Like, that's a fucking skill, because no one knows it. They're gonna all come trying to figure it out. Like, what is this shit mean? What does it mean? Right? What does global rank mean? Why is it important? Type shit. Shout out Space. Got that 108. It's actually at its vampire number right now. It's almost to the vampire number. It's kind of funny. VMPX is at the vampire number. So if we go to VMPX, we can see what the vampire number is. VMPX slowly moving, slowly getting some interest, because it's too hard not to speculate on like what's gonna happen next. Oh, so 108,624,000. That's a vampire number. You can go do your research on vampire numbers if you want. But that's why they made VMPX have this amount to supply, because there's a such thing as vampire numbers, and they made it that. So yeah, this is just under its vampire rank. I'm gonna get that vampire rank, boy, because we moving over here. But yeah, so back to the whole Bitcoin thing. If you can speak the language of DeFi, you should probably be on Bitcoin DeFi. And one of the cool things happening inside of Base is this Moonwell project, and what they're doing is they're essentially a lending platform where you can lend. But what they're using, oh, this isn't bringing up the website. Let's bring up the website. So what they use though is they're using CB BTC. Man, this is a tongue twister. Let me connect my wallet to it. Yes, I agree to the terms and conditions, so you will monitor my bitch ass. Yes, I'm okay with them. So right now, if you wanted to go DeFi and you didn't want to stake with with Coinbase Central, you could use a smart contract using BTC, which essentially is still a CBDC Bitcoin, because it's Coinbase's Bitcoin. So know this, stepping into this reality, like, you're still dealing with all of their regulation. You're just not using their software, aka Coinbase, where you're gonna be like at the mercy of their regulation. That's the beauty of their layer 2, and that's kind of why I think they got one foot in the game and one foot out the game. because they keep that arena that's designed to catch noobs called, Coinbase. And when those noobs come in because they want to be hip to the game, right, they start in Coinbase and they never gonna leave. That's the whole ideology. Grow users, trap users, give products, right? That's the whole game. But again, to play both sides, because you want the liquidity more than you're gonna want competition. You can have a layer 2, which I think is special for Coinbase, because by having that layer 2, now someone could go and do, Bitcoin staking, because they're, offering it now. So this company is doing what they're doing. But again, it's all the same shit, bro. Like, if you working with a ski mask, tread the waters how you tread. But not me, man. I'm on the clear net, and I think this is great for Bitcoin because it's gonna allow people to lock them up. So if you want to check out Moonwell, it's on base chain, something you can do. I wish they had something for Zen. That'd be like the super future on this, would be having something for Zen and keeping or like adding, like that's what I think Zen needs to do. Like Zen needs to start adding itself to established DeFi platforms, and that's only people who can do that is Fair Crypto, because they actually like run this shit, right? The community can do it, but we need people like Jack to push it into these conversations with these entities, these bigger entities. And that's why I'm bullish on all Zens, because I think we have that ability with that leader, right? He's very clear, and what's stopping him from being like, yeah, here's there's the smart contract, add the Zen to the APY. The Zenians will come. That shit would be fire. But yeah, all of that is good for the crypto right now. It's kind of boring, to be honest. I'm like super duper bored. I'm like waiting for this inauguration to happen, and waiting for the gears to start turning, because it kind of feels also like a little bearish that it could be a sell the news event, right? We get to this this inauguration and there's just no steam. Like, everybody put all their money in. There ain't no more money. And yeah, it's just something to think about. Like, we got some good momentum, but it's moving very slow, which I think is all on purpose. But damn, is it boring. And I mean, that's just like the Zen world. Like, it's moving really slow, and it just might be that we're anticipating every single day. Like, we don't know how different it's gonna be, and that might be very exciting too, playing into your psyche, making it so that it's hard for you to relax. But yeah, the chart looks amazing. The chart looks like there should be people buying every single day. Every second there should be someone buying something in crypto that's sovereign. Right. I mean, but even on the Zen chart, like in the last 5 minutes, no one's purchased any Zen. No one's sold any Zen. Shit, on the V2 one, no one's looks like this thing hasn't moved in price in almost 6 hours. It's been in the same place. So yeah, the Zen world is moving slow and choppy, but it's positive. We got the chaos number going on right now, that 222. Right now, this is the 1 hour on Zen. So you see, look at Zen pumped up to a resistance zone and got waked down. So there's still a lot of selling, because there's a lot of money to be made in trading Zen. And people are trying, like, again, I mean, they could probably already have algorithms understanding how things are moving. And this is why I think it was really important that actually we had a dead period in 24 where people stopped moving in Zen. Now we know what it's like when people stop moving. And that's a high impact. Like, that's a high impact when people stop moving, because everything is just like boring. I don't know what the term will be called, But yeah, we need those types of years where nothing's moving. There's winners who win and losers who lose. It's going to keep Zen so fair in its distribution over 8 years. Because a lot of people right now, when you look at the Zen supply, they're all waiting. They all went long. Here on ZenPub. Where's this shit at? Staking calculator. Oh, dashboards. Supply dashboard. I just mine the supers and chill. What's up, Samson? What it do? I'm just mining the supers too. I haven't gotten a super in a long time though. You got to be hitting the chain with hella hashes to get supers right now. You cannot. It used to be like you could just find supers. What do you call it? Like you could just find them. And maybe it was just like because the difficulty for hashing. Like I don't know if it's like I'm trying to figure it out. No one has a reason for it because also Zunis have gone down in minting. Right, so the gray line is the Zunis, and as you can see, for some reason right now, Zunis and XENblocks they mine in side by side, but before Zunis were way far away from XENblocks. So I don't know what happened at this this part right here. Like sometime in December, something natural happened. I think in the hashing algorithm. And that must be what's slowing down our Zuni and super block production. So maybe someone with better proof of work analysis can chime in on why it's like that. But yeah, looking right here, this is the future supply of Zen. So what we see here is most of the future supply of Zen potentially is in August. Right, and I bet if you rewind time on all these mints that are getting ready to come out, they'll probably all were started, 400 days ago from that time, which is probably sometime, again, right in here. And this is why I'm under the impression that Zen is turning into a DEX coin, where again people are trading it more than they're minting it. And the price action we're seeing is just kind of like bottom price action. Like if you're a trader, why aren't you trading Zen? I don't trade Zen. I fucking DCA my little affording, my little bag in how I can, and that's why I mine XENblocks because that's like where I can DCA the best because you spend like $1 a day and you get like 80 blocks, something like that. What's my... I forget what I only have one instance and I'm lucky because I swooped it, and sometimes I'll add like some funds and then I'll like go hard, and that's why my like XENblocks chart is all over the place because I'll add some funds and I'll turn on some miners and I'll like rack in the XENblocks, and then when I run out of money I just like wait it out, but I keep one. So this one I've been able to keep for the last month. And it's 13 cents, which is, here, let me see. I don't know what the billing page shows. Okay. Which is $3 a day. So at $3 a day, I'm getting 80 XENblocks or some shit. It's roughly around 80 at this difficulty. Yeah. 79 at 337. So, and it's like $3 a day and you're getting 80 fucking XENblocks. Well, you're not getting 80 because you're only getting half now. Sorry. So I guess you're getting 40. Yeah. Or 37. Yeah, 36. I'm getting around 36 XEN a day for $3. Versus and that's just like mining the blocks. Like if I go and try to get $3 a day of Zen, that's impossible because you're gonna have to pay gas fee, which is gonna be $10. So that's like why I DCA into XENblocks every day. But in Zen, I buy it when it's the best climate right? That's like low gas and cell pressure. What a climate to buy fucking Zen, dude. That's the best Zen climate. This red right here, like that's you should be a tornado storm watcher right here. If you're a real Zenian, you should be trying to drive into the storm. Fucking full blast. Because you could find that bottom if you stay there long enough. And gas will probably be aligned. That's typically when it sells off, because since gas is low, that's the psyche in Zen. Because we're all the same. We're all from the trenches. So the psyche in Zen is when gas is low, sell big, because you don't know if you'll be able to sell big later because gas will be high. Right? So when gas is low, people sell big, yo. And they've been getting a discount because ETH can't figure it out. It's almost like, for some reason, ETH can't figure it out, and your Zen world has been extended because Ethereum can't figure it out. But now that people are starting to be like, wait, maybe ETH won't figure it out. Right? I mean, it's still set up to do crazy numbers, but it's developed this psychological, like, two-sided party, right? Where you have some people who really believe ETH is going to go up because they're going to buy it back. Then there's people who really believe ETH is going to go to zero because they're just going to unstake and sell it. So it's the perfect climate even for ETH, where, you know, if you're a storm watcher, you should be trying to drive into the eye of the tiger and the eye of the hurricane right now on Ethereum, because it's going to do either or. And that's great for Zen, right? Because that means if ETH goes up, gas goes up, price goes up, Zen gets harder to obtain, right? But if ETH goes down, gas goes up because people are active on chain selling. Zen gets easier to make because ETH is going down, but you're spending more Ethereum. So you have to inject ETH on some, you know, either you're injecting your ETH or the OGs that have ETH will burn the shit out of that fucking stuff for Zen. Because there's no other way out at that particular A and B scenario. Like if I'm sitting on 100 ETH and ETH is going zero, but at Jack Levin built out this thing called X1 chain, and all I have to do is put my ETH into Zen, whether it's minting or buying it, and I can be anonymous because this is panic mode. And again, this thing, no one's looking at it yet. Like whatever activities are happening right now on Zen, and we all gonna forget about them. Everything that's happening in Zen right now is forgettable. So again, it's just under a microscope on the Crypto Bread channel. And once it's out of this zone, again, it's whatever happened here. And whatever mentality you had in this area, I honestly think it's going to travel with you. So it's best to get your soul straight now before it's pushing, 1 billion, going for 10 billion, and you're trying to figure it the fuck out because it happens so fast. I've already seen this happen too with Hex, man. The way the Hex moved, the way EOS moved in the very beginning, and the way like Cardano moved. That's why I talk about those coins the way I do, because I missed on all that shit. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand that one day you're just going to wake up and the candle's just going to be so ridiculous. And you're just going to be like, wow, it happened like this. It's solid now. Right. And now what happened with Hex, which was unfortunate, was that it was not solid. In Zen, there's nothing more sound. There's literally nothing more sound. Right? We're leaving this thing out to die, and people are keeping it alive. Like, we've killed it so many different times and brought it back, bro. It's tight. We got Tree City West. What's up? What's up? XenPub got a nice XEN supply chart. Super blocks just got super rare. Yeah, they do. Actually, I saw that they made a supply chart. Is it on here yet? Nah, we got to go to XenPub's Twitter account. Let's go. Or X account. Sorry, Elon. And he made it looks like a DXN one too. Let's check it out. I mean, I got hella G-Unit. Yo, I'm looking for this. Yo, if you got this Beg for Mercy G-Unit CD, and you're looking to just give it away, hit me up. I'm looking for one. And I'm trying to duck paying, what's it right now? I think it's like $8 to get this thing out of the internet. mining music. I have a whole new philosophy on this mining music thing. Yeah, $14, $8, there we go. And it's got to come from the UK. What a mine. Yeah, this is a fun talk. You can get it for $1.80, but it's $5 for shipping. That's funny. G-Unit. What is going down? Fucking cool. Yeah. We got Save On in the chat. What's up, dog? What it do? So yeah, this is the chart that Yosef from XenPub created. It's a table showing you the inflation of XEN. So right now we're here today. As you can see, we've already passed 1 year. So now it's going down significantly. Significantly being mined out. And that's why, again, I'm more bullish on XEN than I am Zen. That's why I keep $3 a day for XEN. I got $3 for XEN. Like, that's easy. And you know, that's how the story gonna go. You know, oh, I was mining that one for $3 a day. Yeah, everyone else was saying it was a scam or proof of work was dead. But that's the security coin of X1 chain. So, and like, again, and I keep explaining this every stream, but I just want to get everybody to be aligned with it. But yeah, there's two systems inside of X1. There's a POS system, which is the validator set. And then there is the proof of work system, right? POS stands for proof of stake. And then there's going to be a POW or a POW, which is a proof of work, where you're going to have miners mining a reward coin, but also utilizing compute as a service, right? Like you can almost, I mean, you're going to be able to basically buy these GPUs uptime so that you can handle tasks. And you know, these two systems, right? You have the validator set, validating blocks, transactions happening on X1 chains, fast, pretty much sector, right? The SVM. But then you'll also have, again, the proof of work Xenium chain that will be relaying votes and confirmations and just a lot of, how do you say, like, certificates, or it'd be like that's how I'm thinking of it. Like, it's going to be certified by X1, I mean by Xenium. So you'll have X1 for your smart contract, for your Moonwell. Like, you'll have your Moonwell on X1 chain, but you'll also have a compute AI world essentially that's securing X1's smart contract, like, kind of integrity. Because without the XEN, it's just another smart contract platform, if that makes any sense, right? And most of the cryptos that you see that come out, and this is why X1 is going to be revolutionary and everybody can't wait for it. So you'll see a bunch of people on the internet, they'll be like, win, because they just can't wait for X1 chain. So they got to keep asking when it's going to come out, because it's that big. Like, it's going to be that big. And you'll see it all over the internet. And what's funny is we call them Winions, because all they do is talk about Win X1 because they're so excited. They know it's the best chain that's about to come out and beat every other blockchain, so they just can't wait. Because every other blockchain, now that we got X1 and the Winions, we can see they're all just smart contract platforms. Every single one has a point of failure. No one just wants to talk about it. But that point of failure, again, is why we can see the market cap in Bitcoin is so astronomical from the rest of the pack. It's another proof and why we like Bitcoin, right? If people really trusted their coins and their projects, they'd probably be able to get other people to trust them too enough to not, to at least be half of the Bitcoin total market cap. Right? Like Bitcoin is the market cap. It's pretty bizarre, right? It's like we make fun of it, but this is where all the cash is going. So again, everything else is just a smart contract platform. What's going to make you a little different, I think, is adding that little bit of element, that competition that Bitcoin has, which is proof of work. And having that proof of work allows people, again, to spend at least like what, sub $5 a day to get into cryptocurrency. Like, that's powerful, yo. Again, that's why we're bullish on XEN. If you want to get started, you just go to xeNblocks.io. Or you can hit the guides in I always have all the guides in my bio to get the free crypto. Bruh, do you know the function of the supers? So what I have a theory on it. I don't know, but I have a theory. So if I go to X1, if I go to docs, damn, not docs, but so something in I think, and this is why I think, again, if you're really invested in Xenium, you're gonna want to keep your head close to X1, because X1 is where our supers will be used probably the most. So like on X1, I think our supers are gonna be like, it's the rarest coin on X1 chain until someone else gets enough spunk to be rarer than the super block, right? Because like it's how do you say it, like when X1 is live, it's not like bringing a Bitcoin to X1 is rare. Like you can bring a Bitcoin to any chain. That's not rare, right? The rare Bitcoin on X1 is the super block. Right? Like that's the rare Bitcoin on X1. There's only 51,000 of them right now. So if X1 comes out tomorrow, there's only 51,000 of this specific proof of work token on X1 with people who understand how proof of work works. So it's a hard ass token in a digital environment. Like, what? Word? And same with Zunis. Theoretically, Zunis are very powerful in that aspect of like, yeah, they come after supers. Like after supers, the second rarest is going to be a Zuni block. So your position in Zunis and supers is kind of important, because when X1 is live, like everyone's asking, whoever has the majority of these supplies, they got the FOMO. And that's why I keep mining too, because I'm mining XEN to secure X1 chain, but I'm also mining to grab some of these extra coins, because who knows what their world is going to be. But again, I do think Fair Crypto and X1 will use these coins to their benefit, because again, they created them, so it would benefit them to use them, and or maybe the community decides to use them to our advantage, because a lot of trustworthy people hold them because they were there early, and maybe things change in the future. But in the beginning, I think a lot of Xenians do hold those tokens, and it might be someone worth diving in on. But let me see here. Where can I find the score? Let me just try to go through this real quick. So what we're doing, let me see here. A lot of technical stuff here. It's looking better. I'm seeing they're adding some photos to this. And I'll probably start talking more in depth X1 talk once we get closer to launch, because there's no reason to talk about it right now. Like, it's fucking technical. But yeah, this right here, this X1 performance-based leader selection, I think this is where super blocks live, because when you see how we're going to be doing our leader schedule or selection, it's a stake weight plus performance. So in the stake weight, they could add like Xenium coins, and then the Xenium coins could be added to the score to help people get more blocks or validate, more X1 chain. So then that would antagonize, or that would make validators be like, hey, you should put your, so you should actually stake your super blocks with me, stake your Zunies with me, so you can help us all get, more credibility on the chain because we've got the proof of work coins on our nodes. So that's like another, speculative but very simple use case for the supers to intensify the score for performance. Because maybe you don't have the best performance, but you are a trustworthy person. Like, you deserve to get some blocks, bro. I got 5 on the miner. Keep hashing, bro. He got 5 on it. Save on us. I'm still holding on to my Zen, bro. Nah, man, you hold the Zen though. Right? Hold the Zen. That's easy. Again, the whole world will find out about Zen, and then they'll find everything else. That's kind of why, again, I think it's best to get early to XENblocks, because by the time everyone finds out about it, it's gonna go against against FOMO. So again, the people who are gonna get the most XENblocks this year are mining right now, because as soon as this goes up, everybody who's mining now that wants to maintain what they're mining, they're gonna need to add more machines. Right now, bad machines actually mine a lot of XENblocks because the difficulty is so low. But difficulty is determined by memory on the network. Okay, so it's kind of a confusing thing because there's no metric for it. But essentially, like if I go look at my, so this thing called Woody Miner. I'm using Woody's Miner so I can use Woody stats. Everyone's so distracted by the fact TikTok is getting banned in the US. There's that too, bro. Everyone, they don't know what to do with themselves. Which is all good. People should be distracted. Those that are on their grind right now, they're gonna make the most. Like, this is the blackout period where you're supposed to be on some other shit, but instead you're in crypto. And eventually when the script flips, you'll be in the best position to navigate all of the cryptic waters that are getting ready to show up. Like the crypto ball is crazy. Like a crypto ball now, so you mean to tell me all of a sudden the president is gonna attend a crypto ball for the rest of life? Because Trump did it first, and now every president after Trump is gonna have to do a crypto ball. Like, that is bullish as fuck. Like, the fact that that's even a tabloid today is crazy. Wherever Satoshi is, he is cracking up. Crypto ball, man. Crypto ball coin. Hey, somebody's name was actually Crypto Ball. Shout out to this guy. He didn't get that at Crypto Ball though. That would have been hard. The crypto ball is tonight. The crypto ball, bro. Like, chill. But yeah, this is where we are. We're in this reality. If you didn't get an invite to the crypto ball, you're literally missing out. I'm missing out. I'm sad. I wish I could be there. I didn't get the invite though. Maybe next year. Maybe next year, if I'm KOL enough in X1, I'll be able to get the invite to the crypto ball. But yeah, we're here now. And that's why, again, I think moving with X1 and getting integrated into the system is the most important piece of the structure. No cult shit, just straight up logic. Like, you can go and join anything you want. That's the logic of reality. You can do anything you want to do. You can be an astronaut if you wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? It starts at being a pilot. So go be a pilot first and then work towards being an astronaut. So you can be anything you want as long as you're working towards it, right? So I personally think in Zen, we have laid the foundation, the frameworks for the last 2 years for people just to join and find out what works best for them. And then, again, this is pre-X1 era. So after X1, it's going to be a whole different shit. Just like right now, like before, like it's like, what, Joe Biden? Who the fuck is that? already. Like, who the fuck was Joe Biden? You know? And now we're going to be moving into something that everyone's acting like what happened before didn't happen before. You know, it's kind of pretty funny. It's actually pretty funny. You know what I'm saying? That nigga Trump hella pushed the vaccine, bro. I guess he's getting a redeem season. Maybe they told him in 2020, hey, we're going to shit on your presidency right now. You'll get another run at it, bro. You'll get another run at it, bro. Don't worry. And when you get that run, we're going to make you a pro-crypto president. The first one. So, again, what I was trying to get at before I got on my little tangent there is bandwidth. So your total hashes that you create, they're there because of the difficulty. So right now, difficulty is at 33,000. As difficulty rises in XENblocks, my hash rate goes down. Right, and that's because I don't have the world's best GPU. I got an A2000, which is pretty great, but I think it's like 6 or 12 gigabytes in memory. So, you know, it's maxed out right now. But again, I've had this little same GPU, and I've seen it when the difficulty was at 100 or like 34, or yeah, it'll be like 134,000. We had that at one point. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm over exaggerating. Let me get my facts straight. This show difficulty? Oh, not anymore. Damn, you took it away. But there used to be a difficulty chart, and I think before at one point we had a difficulty of like 100, 130, 150, and that's when these were like pumping out like 90 or like 900 kilohashes a second. So, or like 900 hashes a second. So you really weren't, you know, getting a bunch back when it was super duper high. And that's the one thing about XENblocks is right now it doesn't have the understanding. Like, people don't understand that this difficulty is compute power. And if you join the mining pool, you essentially join the compute power and you're rewarded for it. But again, you need to bring good hardware to the system, or you're just getting by. Or you can sell your hardware to other people who rather do that. You know, that's why we are right now with the whole VAST thing. VAST is like where you go and find GPUs that are just sitting down around the world. And I think this is an awesome thing, because this is really like, I mean, this is crazy. This was before only used by gamers or people with very large 3D models. They'd like use VAST AI to essentially add like, again, like 12 3090s to their virtual machine so they can produce like the renders that they need. Because there's no reason for them to go out and buy 3090s if they're just making a movie and this is their 1 gig, you know, for the next 6 months. They don't need to have that rack in their crib. And that's what created kind of this market in the beginning, was that need of, I need power, but I don't need that extra shit. So we're repurposing this for mining crypto because that's where we're going with this whole thing. But there is still a lot of competition out there of real people trying to develop tasks. And that's kind of where the XENblock infrastructure fits in. Is VAST AI essentially is XENblocks already. You know, it's just not labeled as that. People, you know, we're one website away from it saying like XENblocks, and every time you hit rent, it literally has the template and you're going just like that. So that's how my setup is already, right? Like if I want to get this 1140 here, all I have to do is hit rent and it's going to go through, because I set up my template, right? My template has a script here that I dropped in that I got from Woody's website, because you go to tutorials on Woody's website and he teaches you how to mine XENblocks just like that. So here, I'll throw this in. I also saw Trump was about to prioritize Solana. Bro, he's going to prioritize everything crypto if it's from America. Now everybody want to be from America and shit. It's kind of funny. I support it though. I'm glad that, you know, the land is coming back into the conversation. No Spoon says Titan X family. I think you, No Spoon, I think you entered the wrong chat. I think you entered the wrong chat. But shout outs to you. We don't talk about Titan X here. That's the fake Zen coin, bro. That's the fake Zen coin, bro. You got to get the real Zen coin. It's about to leave everybody behind. Like, look at this setup. People pray to see this type of shit. People will be like on their knees, like, can I find a coin that looks like Zen? Look at this shit. Damn, I wish I had more money. But yo, you're right, Spoon. Smash that like for your boy. It's a very mellow day in crypto. So smash the like. As it should be though. I'm sure people's hearts are broken. Like Bitcoin's back under 100K. Like, oh my bad. I forgot to refresh that. So yeah, it's at a 400K, 104K, but it's not where it needs to go yet. So people are kind of like, eh. They want to see this above 110. We get over 110 in Bitcoin and we can really feel comfortable. But now we're gonna need to smash through it and go to like 115, 120. Which would be kind of wild. Like imagine if Bitcoin goes to 120 and the inauguration is on literally 120. Look at ETH. ETH is trying so hard. Here, we got XRP still up 42%, so it's holding up perfect. Solana up to $220, 19 up to 19% in the last 17 days. Let's go Sol. Oh, they flipped BNB back above BNB now. Nice. I think a lot of people, man, I'm still going with my notion. I think a lot of people are going for a rude wake up in crypto. I've been on the wrong side for too long. I've been wrong for too long, dude. There's no way. Like BNB needs to get pushed down. It's too much of a world power with no regulation. It just makes so much sense. Like they locked up CZ and they said he can't touch it if he wants it to be successful. And he said, all right, cool, whatever, man. I made my money on it. Like, all right, in America, I won't be in Binance. But again, it's crazy to watch jurisdiction enter crypto. Crypto is a very political thing. I was trying to tell people to low key, I was like, I want to see Carmelo win because I don't want to see crypto be successful yet because everyone's so immature and like it's going to be handed over to everybody and everyone's going to be acting like they don't know what like they're not doing it. And now we're in the reality where crypto's being handed over to the government and everyone's acting like they know what the fuck they're doing. And it's like, oh man, it almost would be better if it was still, you know, fuck KYC. But yeah, that reality is done. People are ready to give away everything. Shit. Let that airdrop be bag. They're gonna give it away. Time to build a portfolio of US based cryptos: XRP, Filecoin, Sui, Aptos, ADA, AVAX, Acash. I can feel that. I mean, yeah, anything American you probably want to get into. But still, I don't know what the purpose is of all these crypto tokens tree. Like, I don't get it. That part I don't get still. That's why I'm going so hard in Zen, because like AVAX, ethically, like I would only be behind them because I'm like, I want a foot in the door. Like, oh, AVAX is going to get my foot in the door into crypto. Like, they're going to make me rich, right? That's kind of how, like, that's what it was invented for. It was invented to make you rich. It was not invented for you to sit behind and wait for someone to pull a trigger. But we've entered this reality where you can't get rich off crypto no more. The only way you're going to make a bag is if you make the correct plays. And that's how I feel, you know. That's why it's like, yo, I don't want to get into Sui because they came after Solana. I don't want to get into Avalanche because I've really seen the founder try to or basically hoe out the chain. He's been hoeing the chain out the whole time. It's almost like if Zen didn't exist on Avalanche, I would have never came across how much you could slut your chain to the rest of the earth. Like, he literally called Avalanche a blockchain for service. Slut activity, you know. So Tron should be considered in that there too. You didn't put Tron in there. Tron is a US based company. If Tron enters the conversation, does the conversation change? Tron is a US based company. They have USDT. They're doing a whole bunch of shit. Let's see. Is Tron LinkedIn? Oh, this is the Tron DAO. Tron DAO partnership assistant. Let's see some Taiwan. Yo, the remote work in America is gonna be nuts. Man, if you looking for a job, they're probably giving away remote jobs right now. They have to be. Fucking LinkedIn. Follow me. But yeah, Tron is would also be on that list if they're saying anything. But that's why I'm thinking again, it's gonna be cabal driven. There ain't no way. There is no way they're just gonna dibble dabble and add every single coin. That's why I think you gotta force yourself into that index. Either you're hoeing your chain out or your community is gonna get you in the index. Another person hoeing out their chain is HBAR. Hedera. So a Hedera would also be a really good coin to get. There is a ton of VC maxi pads that love this fucking token. Yeah, it's going up right now too. So Hedera, this you wanna get this one too. I'm about to get that slut coin. Hey, watch out, man. You might go and look up that coin and might burn your eyes. Do it with Jesus. With the censorship button on. Uni's making its own chain. You know, I don't know. I'm really excited though to see where this stuff goes. I just think it's against the principles. Like, we were not supposed to be hyped that the government was getting involved. No one said that shit 10 years ago. Oh, and then the government's gonna get involved. They said the world was gonna buy it, but I guess the world is the feds. That little catch right there. So just know it now, like, you get it in Zen, bro, I think it's being sold to the feds as well. That's why it might get its leg in, because there's not a lot of other people trying to follow this structure, especially again being the Bitcoin inside the EVM. I've heard the one that you know the Titan bros say, that layer one inside of the layer one. That one's kind of a funny one. the L1 within an L1. DeFi 3.0 asset. Yo, this is one thing I'm gonna have to shit on this real quick. But yo, how can you logically put this together that, like, if you just advanced, like because no one's talking about 3.0, right? Everyone's talking about DeFi maybe 2.0 right now. So if you're like, oh, we're gonna talk about DeFi 3.0, so we stand out from the crowd. And then, like, no one's talking about a layer one within a layer one. So they're like, yo, if we talk about a layer one within a layer one, we'll stand out from the crowd. Words don't work like that, bro. But yeah, that's why I think Titan's having a hard time staying up right now. Like, there's no real reason to have it. It's not like Zen. It wants to be like Zen, but it's not like it. It's 100% not like it. I actually made a joke today in the XENblocks chat where I was like, This is the charity token for, or Xenians will pump Titan X. That's the only reason to hold it, because a Xenian is going to pump it, because they feel bad that the price is going down, and they got the bags of Zen and profits, so they're gonna go and sprinkle some dust on y'all motherfuckers and then dump it again. So be on the lookout, man. You know, that's why I'm not getting invested in the culture, because I already know Xenians are gonna save it. That's how the story goes. There's no reason to root for Titan X, just root for Zen. It's gonna save it. Same goes for Hex right now. Zen is gonna save Hex and Pulse Chain. These are the Zen is the charity coin for these blockchains, because people will feel bad and they'll invest. Like, the emotions is all that's left to invest in these two projects, right? And the Xenian is just happens to also have a heart, even though they're cold as ice right now because they've been dumped on for 2 years. They're cold as a brick, but they're going to feel bad because they're going to see their brotherins and sisterins that did not believe in the Zen, and they're going to want to be Moses and burn some bush and split some water and bring them all in, right? Follow me, my child. I'm gonna pump the Hex coin, and then I'm gonna exit. Follow me for the final pump. Same with Pulse Chain. Same with Pulse Chain, man. Dude, like, right now, hey, shout outs to all my folks, because I know you're over there. But do you see the difference in the Zen chart to the Hex and Titan chart right now? Like, you're a real Xenian if you see it. Just remember that, okay? While you're out there, just remember you a real Xenian, bro. Look at this chart right here. This is the daily on Zen. The daily on Hex. Yikes. And then the daily on Titan. The two other coins that everyone says are in our world. I'm like, what in the fuck do y'all keep saying those things for? Like, they are not in our world. These are slut coins. These are the real slut coins. Hey, if you're gonna go buy a slut coin, you should probably get one of these two. These are some real slut the fucking shit out. Like, DeFi 3.0, we slutting it out. Yeah, because look at this Zen chart, bro. Why are they dumping? Why aren't they dumping? All right, look at it, sitting right on the 42. So again, I'm not a trader, but again, I love this 42. And just like I was saying when we were coming down here, and I was saying, I'm not worried. I'm very bullish. We didn't go to 15 million like I thought we were. This is bullish. It's gonna turn around. I'm all zen and shit last week or earlier this week. It's gonna turn around. I'm not worried. All right, and I was like, yo, actually, this is the dip. Anytime we get below the 42, we tend to trend up. Every single time. Unlike the other coins, for some reason Zen does not see a terrible time unless there's some reason for it. So we've cleansed out the network. Most of the grifters, in my personal opinion, they're part of the community. They're not like, they have no control over it. Like, their control comes when the motherfucker pumps again. But it's all gonna be clustered in their own zones. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna affect the overall Zen thing. They'll probably try to act like it will. But again, like, the damage is done once you stop. It's the beauty of Zen. It's so fair that the moment that the people who are in control stop being consistent, they lose all like power in the consistency of the Zen coin. And that's a problem in crypto. There's a lot of cryptos that you can just start up again, and again, like, that's they call them CTOs, a community takeover, where it's at its bottom and then you just take it over. Meme coins are things like that. Like, real shit coins can be CTO'd, right? Zencat was a CTO. I think Potato Vampire, shout out Potato Vampire, but Dracula is a CTO even though it started off as like a core crypto Zen crypto coin. But a lot of people dumped on us. I seen a lot of true Zenian colors in this moment here in Drac. I was heartbroken. It's like, damn, I guess I was all like, man, I guess people really don't fuck with us like I thought they did. But again, there was some people who did want to join the cabal, who did understand that, yo, this is just another meme coin. We can liquidity provide for it. It's a great meme because it's an emoji. It lives in the presence of Zen. It's fairly launched. No pre-allocated coins, no extra coins, and it burns, right? So all that like energy took Drac up. But we had a CTO the ownership of the coin in the beginning. We had to go to that lowest point so we could go to higher highs, right? And I think that's why Drac is still doing so well, because every time it has that moment of CTO or sell-off, we have a great foundation due to this critical moment that every chart needs to go through. Every chart needs to go through its real CTO. Like solXEN hasn't done it, but solXEN's a proof of work coin, so it was CTO based on participation. Like, did you really want to mine this shit? You know, now it's cracking. I was bullish on solXEN all week. Now it's going up. It's easy out here, boy. It's easy. It's fucking easy. It's fucking easy, man. Stop trying so hard. Just get in the Zen world, right? Get some Zen ETH, right? I would say get some Zen ETH, then get some solXEN. So go buy some Solana and get some solXEN. You need to get some solXEN. Like, if you don't have any solXEN right now, what the fuck are you doing with yourself? Like, are you serious? Like, this says it's mineable, but it's not really, because everybody's already mined it all out. It's just there's some people who haven't, and I doubt they're real. Like, I think they're just like forgotten wallets that people made to hash XN, and now like it's just like they're like the last remaining commanders, and they're not gonna do it because they're ghosts. So even though it says it's mintable, it's not really. That's why the price keeps trending up rather than CTOing and like starting over, right? Like, we're trending up and coming down and testing the 42 on the RSI. That's dope. That's dope. CBZen going through it. But yeah, I saw this wallet. They were the only people mining. I'm not a fan of gatekeeping tokens. Fair crypto makes me moist. Wow. What's the cum rocket? What is the cum rocket for 2025? I don't know, dude. Maybe that's what we burn Dracula for. No, one thing though for sure, I'm making coffin emoji coin on X1, and you're for sure burning Drac coins for the coffin. You're gonna lay your Drac to rest, bro. That's one plan I have. Maybe we can cook it up together, Wes. But some people are gonna have to put their Drac to rest. Imagine being so dumb you get mad and that an exchange won't list your token 90% owned. Yeah, man, I feel like because I'm not pro Titan or pro Pulse Chain anymore, I definitely get like the shit end of the streamer stick. Nobody wants to talk with Crypto Bruh. He's now a Kabbalist. So I guess I've reached peak opposition and everybody else is actually incorrect. They all said I was wrong. Now look at them. I rejected from every camp. I'm free. It's fucking amazing. And yet all the Zen world is doing well. None of it is doing bad. Dude, this person was crushing it. Oh, CBZen. So it's one of our Chinese brethrens. Yeah, damn, they got hella XeNFTs. Yeah, the Chinese will forever mint Zen and sell it. That's just part of being Chinese. Like, it's in their DNA. Like, they don't know. That's just part of what they do. They fucking create supply, bro. They said, that's my job, dog. All right. We're going to price you in. We're going to price you in. Because, yeah, this person, I saw that they were on the contract just recently. They were the only person minting. And this is where I am with CBZen now. I almost feel like if you're the only one, like right here, this is the person. Like if you're the only one kind of doing it, you might want to hodl it maybe. Maybe, just maybe. But I don't know. Because it feels like you're the only person doing it. Like you need another person dropping 15 batch mints or 20 or 30 batch mints on the decks, because if not, then you're the only one doing it, and then you create the new supply, it gets bought up, and then it goes green. And again, that's why I'm like, yo, I think this action will stop eventually, because it's like, yeah, you had 80 billion, bro. You had 200 billion. You could have hella hodled that. Like you minted that and you just decided to throw it away, because the mints are nothing. Like if we look at the person's mint price, they probably paid like nothing. Yeah, 19 cents. So they don't give a fuck. They're like, bro, fuck you. $30, I'll take it. And then this is why I think Zen, there's no other coin like Zen, because people approach Zen with this mentality. So this is a fundamental basis of the Zen world. People will come up and say, fuck your whole belief system. I got this for 19 cents. I'm going to sell it for $34. You're tripping. And you are tripping, because they should do that. So it's almost like, how do you counter that? All right. And the only way to counter the person with the second consequence in that like physical, I just kind of started to think about this stuff. But yeah, the person with that, the second, that has to take on the second fault, which is, I don't have 100 billion. So when you sell your Zen that you've minted, you only have two decisions here. You're going to sell it for the price in which that it costs, or you're going to hodl it because you paid 19 cents. Right? And you're going to have to make a decision. Does the 19 cents have more integrity than the $30? Most human beings will choose the $30 over the 19 cents. And that is why it's programmed in for you to do it. This whole first 2 years has been programmed in, bro, like for people to do A over B. But A has a second consequence, which is you don't have the 100 billion no more. And you sold it at market price of $30. So if that 100 billion moves up in price, you're now working 2 times harder to get back the 100 billion, rather than the individual who stayed at 19 cents and held. And what's crazy about that, right? So like, it's like, oh, the second consequence is that the 19 cent holder is actually the winner. And the person who chose to sold for 30 is now the loser, because they're going to pay $40 for the 100 billion. Even though they're spending $10 more, they could literally have just held it and it would be worth $10 more. Right. So now you have it again. You're right back at the same basis. You have this person who's been hodling for 19 cents. And then you got this person who's now buying back at 40. And they're going to get another 19 cent mint. So they're going to end up on this side again. And they're going to come back to this conclusion or this question or this consequence. Like, do I want to lose the Zen, or do I want to mint, or do I want to hodl it? Or my bad. Do I want to hodl the Zen, or do I want to sell it and make the $40 profit? So now, again, I'm just making $10 more rather than saving it for the future. Right? This is a big question to ask yourself, because there is a consequence for that. It's called the AMP. Every day that AMP goes down, which means you are automatically losing as soon as you sell your Zen. And this is a hard fact that everyone tries to sweep under the rug. I'll be able to come back. I'll be able to spin up more. I'll be able to do 10-day mints. I've heard it all already. Like, okay, we'll see. Sounds like you're adding a whole bunch of I'm gonna do when when it's time to be done. I'm gonna do. I'm trying to actually get that shit off my psyche too in this new future, of like allowing myself to get to the end of I'm gonna do it. Man, it's such a hard thing to break. Zen is a good one to teach you that, though, or at least, like I said, like put it in your face. Like you see it every day. People who decide to do the first reaction rather than doing the second consequence. because every action has a reaction. So if you sell, it's good. If you know that it's decreasing in supply tokenomics and you decide to sell, you know it. So that's why you decided to choose the other side, bro. You did that. That was your second consequence, that now someone who is consistent can capitalize on. So I do think there are some extra, how do you say, like extras out there who probably already understood this, and they have like a honest wallet and a bad wallet or whatever. But like if you're just moving in Zen by yourself, like that's something I think is fundamental to your decision making is, you know, how does that second consequence in my supply, you know, fuck me over? That was one of the reasons why I sold. I had like 1 trillion Zen and CBZen over here, and I sold it. And then everybody pumped it, and they were like, ha ha. I was in the fucking troll chat. They're like, ha ha, look at you, you're missing the pump. Right? But I was like, nah. Like, I sold my Zen here because I was responsible for the pump over here. And this one right here. And this one right here. Like, I was buying CBZen in bulk, fucking pushing it up. And then when it started to sell down here, I was still buying it. And that's why I realized right here, oh shit, like I'm choosing the wrong path here on CBZen. You don't buy this one. You mine this one. Because that's what people won't stay consistent at. That's the hardest thing to do in Zen, is to stay minting it. Because minting is an action that most people do not want a reaction of. We've seen it now too with all of the Zens. People have slowed down minting, like Jack said, because it's not the action or reaction they want. They want to just get instantaneous gratification, instant gratification, right? And Zen is not that, not at all. Holy shit! Again, I think your instant gratification is knowing you got the mint in and it's coming out in 400 days. If you're looking at the chart today, like you're really becoming, again, like how many consequences after that first decision you're gonna make. You know, that's the best part about Zen. Literally, you're free. Freedom. Fourth consequence: if you hodl, you don't create a disruption of the token. The system becomes stagnant. It doesn't move. No green candles in the future if everyone holds. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ernest, you know not everyone's gonna hold though. That's the beauty of the Zen Quantum. Like the amount of consequences are infinite. Like that was sick. It's actually kind of bad to be in a project where there's only one outcome, winners or losers. And it's like so blunt, like, oh yeah, there's winners or losers over here. Like those are actually probably not the most futuristic coins. Like the ambiguity of knowing like you might lose even though you're the winner is kind of cool. So it keeps the gambler going probably. And yeah, that's what I think is happening in Zen. I showed this yesterday, but when you look at Zen, it's not being created anymore. Most people have given up on it. G-Unit. It's going down. Here, let's see how this person got theirs in. If you buy CBZen and stake it daily to compound their interest over 365% a month. Yikes. Yo, that's, yeah. Man, I mean, I'm trying to build that notion that the side chains are for staking. Like, I mean, ETH chain is for minting, staking. But the side chains, I think, are just for minting and burning. But I'm trying to build in that parallel that, hey, maybe we do stake it. It's just kind of hard. Portal? Man, what the fuck? Shit came from, oh, Titan X. What's this? What a wacky, show me more. This swapped 30 billion Zen for 8 million, or for 8.3 billion Titan X. And then it took that 30 billion Zen and it swapped it for ETH. That ETH bought Titan. Okay, I see you. And meme. Okay. That's what I was saying though. See, like Zen is gonna save Titan. We're gonna be responsible for that because a lot of Zenians decided to choose that, and that's a consequence that's gonna live on their head. That's why I'm not getting involved, because I don't want to have any feelings worth towards that conversation. I have zero feelings. I don't care. I feel like, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm pro now. Like, yeah, you're gonna sell your Zen for Titan, and then when Titan tanks again, and you sold your Zen for Titan, I didn't tell you to do that shit. I actually told you eons ago they were gonna mind fuck you into doing it. like they're just literally gonna mind fuck everybody into it. It's like I had to block this dude on X because I'm over the manipulation and like the mind fucking. Like the whole trenches that Zen was that came from it, or Zen came from the trenches because Jack had to go to the trenches to find the clickers. That's the story. All right, Jack only went to the hexagons because they were stupid enough to click on his shit. Same with Eric Wall. Eric Wall only abuses hexagons because they're dumb enough to respond. That's why I'm like doing the reverse now. I'm blocking these motherfuckers because I'm doing the Charles, because it's like, yeah, I'd rather not go head to head with some psychotic crypto person that's like super manipulated into understanding something that does not even matter, you know, but it matters to them in their world, and it'll be a thing. It'll be their timeshare. It'll be their thing in the mall that they shill as you walk by. Hey man, I got a crypto I want to tell you about. Hey bro, I got these knives I need you to sell. He's like, bro, I sold knives when I was 14. I'm not selling knives no more. I've been here before. I have the Zen bag. I'm fucking pumping your bag. All right, you don't need to shill me your bag. Be kind to the slow kids. Fact, mint one, dump one. We create the cake. If we want to have a party, gotta share the cake. I'm glad when I see people in this community buying shit coins. Lols. Everyone is saying Zen is a scam, and JL smack my head. I'm like, nah. Yeah, everyone's gonna say that Zen's a scam because it's too easy to say it's a scam. And it looks good for the other coins. Like if Zen's a scam, it's easier again for people to sell their Zen for Titan. And it's then, you know, again, and Jack Levin is gonna pump Zen because he's building the best blockchain. So it's good for all the rest of these projects. It's good that they send haters and they like create friction. It's like the 6ix9ine effect, you know, like that beef creates their narrative. And again, that's why I believe Jack dove in, because I didn't hear about Zen. Like my story with Zen too is I didn't hear about Zen or believed about Zen from anyone besides Trevon. And then Trevon only brought it to the camp because he understood how the mining worked. And for a long time, I was like, I remember the first month when everybody was introducing Zen, and I was like, oh, it sounds like they were trying to relate it to Hex. And I was like, that doesn't really sound like Hex though, because Hex had a lobby. Zen isn't a lobby, but it is a lobby on the ledger. So I guess you could say it's kind of like Hex, because instead of injecting ETH into a smart contract, you do it directly into the network or into the blockchain. So it's kind of like Hex, but it's a lot more risky because it's not landing anywhere. So that's why I stood away from Zen, because I wasn't first principle forward thinker at the time. I was just like, oh, how do we make money off of it? And I think that's what the design was for. Like, again, like it wasn't designed for people who were hip to the game, because we were trying to, it was, you know what I'm saying? It was so simple that it was stupid. But if you were stupid enough to know that this was stupid enough for stupid people to jump on it, you made a lot of money in Zen in the very beginning. Right? All the smart people had to catch up because we didn't know what the fuck is going on. But all we knew was that we just needed to have this coin. and stay in, like, you know, keep learning. Like, I just keep learning. I just keep learning. I just keep learning. And now we're here. Right, 200 caught up to us and shit. Rastafarian. Yeah, so again, and then I really didn't understand Zen until 100 days in. At 100 days, they came out with the XeNFT, and that forced me to learn how the G rank worked. And then I learned that the XeNFTs, at some point, all of them will be rubies. So like when you're looking at doing a XeNFT and you do a collector, there's all these classes, but these classes are based on like max terms. So everything is a Centurion. So right now though, if I do like, if I want like a tap or like if I do 30, like essentially the class is dictated based on your terms and your VMUs. So if I do 100 days, it's going to turn into a ruby if I do 30 VMUs. But even if I hit max, you know, it's going to turn into an opal, which is just above it because I'm adding VMUs, right? But then if I max my days, it turns into a Centurion. It goes all the way up the scale because I'm increasing the power of the XeNFT. And I thought this was pretty fascinating because I was like, why the fuck are they thinking like this? Like, why are they using days and VMUs as power to give this thing a rank, a class, some sort of rarity, right? And then there's these other rare objects like an Apex where you have Zunicorns where there was only 10,000 of these, or there was only 100 of these, right? The Apex collection in general is like your general NFT collection where there's only 10,000 of the Apexes, right? And they all dictate on depending on the class of Apex. So like rare right now on base, there's 300 or there's 37. Or my bad, there's 3,762. There's 1,900 epics left, and legendaries, exotics, and Zunicorns are all sold out on base. Right, that's the power of minting. XeNFTs actually mint out, but or Apex is actually mint out. But most people are going for collectors because they don't want to burn Zen to create. You know, and that's what's cool about the Apexes is you have to burn Zen to create them. If you're burning Zen right now, though, the AMP is still high enough where you get your Zen back. Except, I mean, if you're getting like a legend. Legendaries, you can burn 1 billion Zen and you go get a billion Zen back if you max mint. But yeah, so one day this will all, like, let's say it gets stagnant, which I believe it will. It should all become just rubies and Centurions. Like there won't be any of these other ones, and these other ones will be special to make, because then you'll be like playing with the game to try to make them, right? Like you'll be like, oh, I need to do 250 so I can make an aquarium, or I'll do like 350 so it looks like this, right? Or I'm gonna do 333, you know, like that's in the future. Like people might want to design it. I've seen this happen before. I don't know which chain it was. Maybe it was Binance chain. One of these chains I did it where I made one of every color. Maybe it was Binance chain. Maybe it's not Binance chain. Which one was it? One of these chains I did that, but I've also seen other people do that where they made one of every color. And it was just like a cool thing. Like it just looks cool in your personal space. Yeah, maybe I did it here. On Avalanche, where I don't redeem anything anymore. Kinda. Yeah. Meh. I got a lot of redeem over here. I got a lot of sitting Zen. Maybe one day. But yeah, like that's the cool thing about XeNFTs. XeNFTs taught me what it means to create a rank, and like how that rank can be a principle of like what people believe in. Like they believe in rarity, so they want a rare rank, and they might want to trade the rank one day because some people are like, wow, I wasn't around in that moment. Like, you know, that's why I'm minting Apexes on base, because I think there's a market for Apexes. I think people will come back in the future and say, whoa, you got a Zentarion? Like, damn, that's fire. Like, I need one. Or I mean, that should say Zunicorn. Yeah, this is Zunicorn. Like, damn, you got a Zunicorn? There's 800 exotics left. Yeah, quite a bit of legends left. And most people look like they're minting legends and minting epics. I should mint one of these. But you need to do a max mint if you're going to do it like this. You can't just do 100. And that's why it's like, yo, this is like the real investment to yourself or something. Like, if you really believe in yourself and you believe in Zen, like, you should at least have one max mint where you just pay the ticket and you go, I can't wait to mint that one day. Like, I made it. Like, I was just minting 1 and 2 and 10 VMUs, and now I got the bag up and I can do 128 like a boss. Like a boss. LOL. I heard about Zen through Alexander Lorenzo on YouTube. Then mints later through Travon. Day one mentor. I tried to get the first 100 rank and ended up getting 30,000. Lols. Yeah, I didn't mint much at all in the beginning. Most of my mints came in like right when XeNFTs came out, because I didn't trust coin tools. Because I was just paranoid. Like, Zen is my first real interaction with the world community, because I was pretty much in American things. Like, I wasn't really in crypto outside of America, I guess you could say. That's why Hex is in my world, because it was the trenches for America in 2019. Like, if you were in America on the internet, you heard about Hex. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just a thing. So yeah, I think we live in a whole new world now where the information is going to travel a lot faster, and it'll be a much broader world. And again, it won't just be coming from people looking to get an advantage. Like, it'll be the whole world talking about Zen. The whole world. With a weak Zen virus, I had it all the way up to altcoin daily. That's why I believe in 5 to 8 years, if you have 1 billion on Zen on ETH, you'll be in they will be fucking with you, or they'll be that will be fuck you money. Lols. 1 billion ETH Zen fuck you money. I'm gonna take your word for that, earn it. Tell us about the literal Jeet coin you came here to shill. Yeah, the homie Disclosure always drops in and talks about that that coin. I don't know about it though. I don't know. But yeah, I also think, yeah, if you have 1 billion Zen, I've already tweeted it, but I think 1 billion Zen is all you need. Any more than that, you're basically you're blessed. Like, wow, you were here early. Like, wow, you were in Zen early. You got more than 1 billion. Whoa, right? And Zen's been around for 2 years, so people have had optimal time to buy 1 billion. And a year, 6 months ago, almost. Well, not 6 months. I guess we're looking at September 9, 12, 3, 4. So 4 months ago, you had the best opportunity to buy Zen. 5 months ago, you had optimal time. That's what I'm saying. Driving to the eye of the storm, because oh, ain't nobody trying to go over there. I'm going to stay there. I'm going to scoop that bottom. There was 2 times to do that. That was here. That was here. That was here. And then I was here. And here too. 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 You're just going to keep hearing that shit. Man, you had so many times to buy that shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? Damn. You mean to tell me you was paying somebody $20 a month to watch their YouTube videos and you still didn't buy that shit? What the fuck? That shit is hilarious. That's about to be hella people's stories. I bought all the YouTube subscriptions. I read all the blogs. And all I had to do was just buy Zen when Crypto Bro was literally free, just saying like, yo, maybe you might want to get a little bit of this. Maybe just a tad. Maybe just tap the butt. Get 1 billion. Just get 1 billion, bro. Get 100 million, bro. You'll probably be happy with 100 million. It might not change your life. You might want to have, 10 more of those. But it's going to probably do pretty well for you if you have just 100 million. You know what I'm saying? It's expensive to make this shit. Not everybody's going to make a Zentarion. And when they do, again, the longer we go into Zen becoming property, the more valuable the NFTs become. Right? I'm telling you, people are going to be dreaming of the day. Wow, I can afford to have 5 Zentarions. This is amazing. Right? Zen is like allowing these people to have the ability to get more Zen because it's becoming more valuable. The return on investment is becoming more aggressive. That's the beauty of getting into something so low, so beginnings, so confused. If think about like the bag holders in in ETH right now. Like imagine being a 12-month bag holder of ETH right now. They're the only people keeping it up. ETH has no new attention. I'm still a bag holder of ETH. I was explaining to my homie yesterday how I have no XRP because I'm so into Ethereum that I missed out on XRP, knowing that they were building a cabal cult, knowing they were connecting all of the stars to their mastermind plan, knowing it all, but just fading it because I thought technology would rule. That's why it's good that Zen is doing moon parties, because we're already superstitious with it. Built into the culture. Everyone's on mushrooms and fucking acid. Superstitions all over the place, But yeah, that's the one thing that was the free alley-oop for everybody in XRP. If you would have bet on that flat earth shit, you would have fucking won. That was an easy bet, but it was also a very hard bet for an intellectual person, because it's like, why the fuck would I bet on flat earthers? Like, that's my book. Bet on the Retard by Crypto Bro. That's literally it. Yeah, that's gonna be in my Barnes and Noble book. Bet on the Retard, and it's gonna cause so much controversy. It's gonna be like, why are you using that word retard? And I'm like, cause I've been at the bottom, and that's where everybody look like, sound like. It's the same shit, and everybody that was getting into Ethereum was stupid. Everybody, I'll never forget that when ETH came out, all the Bitcoin maxis were like, "You're dumb if you turn your Bitcoin into Ethereum," and then that shit went zoop. And that's why, again, I'm wondering if those bag holders at because $500. Think of like if you're getting yours, if some people really got this shit at $5, so they got, that 100x, bro. It was nothing, easy peasy lemon squeezy, and they're reminding Ethereum back here, right? So, and then that's why it's like anybody who bought here, they're the ones sitting up here if they didn't sell here. So you're hoping that these people that are right here, because they bought here, don't feel like they need to bring you back down there. Right? And that's why I'm not vibing with ETH right now, because that's its only topic. It does not have any technical roadmaps to change it. Its only roadmap is to shelf. The only way it can technically change is if we somehow, some way, decide to mindfuck everybody that layer 2 is layer 1. I mean, you already have the Titan crew trying to tell you can put a layer 1 inside of a layer 1, which, okie dokie. But, will Ethereum achieve this as well and maybe run with it? And I'm saying again, we might need a bet on the Retard, because that shit sounds retarded as hell, but it sounds like it could happen. That they really leverage layer 2s into Ethereum, make this hypothesis that this was the way it was gonna be, get everybody on board with it doesn't matter, your ETH will go up. And then all the ETH maxiers are like, Yes, you're right. This is the only way we're going to be able to do this. We need to take base, Arbitrum. We don't need those to be liquidities outside of the net. We need to bring them in. We need to figure out how we can change the UX and bring them under Ethereum. Let's call them a super chain. I've been watching this one close. These niggas ain't fucking slick. Allegedly, oh no, I have mushrooms and ass. Yes, it's a big allegedly. Big allegedly. I'll buy that book. But you saw the power of the cult and spoke about it in the summer. Buy it and bet on the strong cults. Yeah, I mean, you have to. Cult is so stupid. I mean, if your name is Cult, I'm sorry, but you're not stupid. But Cult it's crazy. It's like but it's the hive mind. I'm sure if you do a bunch of studies about ants and bees and herds, you can put a lot of that into relationship of crypto communities, and you could become probably a crazy philosopher if you decide to build a whole world around that shit. Because that's all everyone's doing. They just herd around things. I think that's what Jack did different, is he got a group of people to herd around technology. And freedom or expression, and freedom of expression and technology. We have two big herds of that in Zen world, and that's kind of what keeps it afloat. Like, neither side is branded to Zen, but Zen represents the conversation, so it's easy to talk about. It's like, oh man, I want you to own something, you should get into Zen. Or hey man, I want you to create some crypto, you should get into Zen, XEN, you know. And like again, same for developers. Hey man, you should probably dev in the Zen world. There's a lot of owners over there. You should probably create a burn app. You know, you should spin something up. You can manipulate and make your own Titan X. Someone could essentially just port Titan X over, but no one wants to do that. Because again, the fallacy in Titan X is that the Ethereum and Zen didn't go back to the community. But the community is on the network, so that's a falsity, because if you're on Ethereum, you benefit from it securing your chain, you know, your transactions. You know, you want security. You don't want a layer one inside of a layer one, because then who's going to secure your bag? You know, I mean, yeah, the layer one is, so it's like, why am I in the non-security? Like, it's a falsity, you know what I'm saying? But whatever, man, y'all believe it or the fuck y'all want to believe, whatever, tighten up. Zen's gonna pump your bags. Yeah, so this super chain thing, this is why I'm bullish on Ethereum, but not like crazy bullish. I think ETH can get to like 10,000, but my theory is something's gonna happen and we're gonna see something happen. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but something's going to happen and we're all going to be like, oh, this is how they're going to do it. Right? Because they already call it the super chain. If you don't know, now you're here. This is what layer twos call themselves that are helping Ethereum fragment the ecosystem. And you can see all of them are in stage 0. The only one that's in stage 1 is Optimism, because Optimism is the stack that everyone is using to get online quick, right? So what that means is, like, it's the base layer of the super chain. That's why super chain is in red. But it's the base layer. It's the one where if you want to start like I was saying earlier, Avalanche is trying to hoe themselves out. They're really asking people to buy infrastructure in Avalanche because they're saying they're the best blockchain for service. Which they might be, but when you start to have that conversation, then you're competing against the super chain, which is the best blockchain for business. That's why OP or Optimism is the best stack, because it is battle tested at this point. There are tons of people battle testing this shit, Base being the main one. I've used Zora. You see Sony also chose OP. Sony. That's crazy. World Chain. You got some really big players here. Uniswap or Unichain. A lot of fun shit over here. But I mean, this is like if you want to go hard in Ethereum, you probably want to be in the super chain. You probably want to be pro all of this, because this is what's going to bring up the price of Ethereum, not ETH itself. And that's what the OG crowd is why they're telling you it's going to zero, because the OG crowd has had enough of it. They don't want the Gen Z super chain. They're like, I'm good off of that shit. It was easier when it was just Ethereum proof of work. So, you know, I still want to see $10,000 ETH though. So I'm being greedy. I'm praying for it too. Good luck. We got Optimism. This is a good one to get if you're just trying to find some coins to buy. I think Optimism's American based project too, so they might get into the index. Damn, looking good right off the two. Right off that 200. Damn, OP looking crazy. I turned my BTC to Zen. Best decision. Run it. Minting on AVAX was painful for many. For real. I have a lot of Zen, but regrettably wasted a lot of money minting AZEN. I am the #1 waster of AZEN. When I go to Avalanche, and this is I am also at fault of this, because we moved the Zen community over because the gas was low, and you can go to Coinbase and buy Avalanche and send it straight to the Avalanche chain. So it was one of the very first tokens that they were allowing you to send out of Coinbase. You could send like Polygon in some cities, but Avalanche was in every city, even New York. So I went ham over here, and look at all of these claims I have. I didn't claim anything from over here, but I keep my ear to the street. I'm hoping that it pumps one day, because if it pumps, then I'll come back and I'll claim all the 1%. Because at least it's all a billion. That's the cool thing that Avalanche taught me about penalties in, is that at least you're getting 1%. So if the price does skyrocket in Zen, that like 1% might still be worth something. You know what I'm saying? It could be. And that's why the beauty of the xeNFT is in the core of that. Like, you could sell the 1% mint in the future if someone feels like it's valuable to them. Like, they're trying to get as much Zen as they can, and they're like, I'll take your million, right? Like, all these that are 1.9 billion, if I mint them right now, they'll be 1.9 million, right? So maybe this one won't be worth it, but all of these, like, one day maybe I can get them back. AVAX fucked us when they changed the gas. Yeah, when they changed the gas, but even when they had the high gas, they really played everybody with the bad chain. We all thought it was going to be a good chain, and it was not. And all of the people promoting AZEN or Avalanche, they didn't really know how blockchain worked. They were just promoting things they heard on YouTube. So, you know, we stress tested it. We did our thing. I left some unclaimed on AVAX, but I claimed my Centurions on ETH. What's up, little steps of faith? Yeah. Like, that's why I've already moved back to Ethereum, and I keep my Coinbase bag close, because I'm not gonna miss out on this super chain. This is crazy. Governance funding remaining. They need at least 30. It looks like 136 million OPs in to keep it going. I don't really know how they're gonna do it. Again, I'm an X1 baby. I don't care about anything Ethereum. That shit is dying. Zen is gonna save ETH too. Oh, I'm getting phone calls. Heck yeah. IRS commissioner just resigned. Oh, word? You don't say. He said, I'm about to be Poe. Here, let's look at that real quick. I want to read that tabloid. IRS. Just in. Dan Warfel. It's all falling into place, man. It's all falling into place. I'm so curious to why it's all falling into place. Why they wait till 2025? Like, we knew these people were shit, rotten people in 2020. They were just like, hey, they got to live their term out, guys. Or that's pretty much what it is. So yeah, let's keep it real. The realest thing is that time has to play. The moment like you think you can outplay time is when time plays you. Right? It's better to know that time is on your side rather than to think you're losing time. Right? Yeah, that's the most futuristic way to look at the situation. I've got time. I can say that though, yeah, because you know, also I grew up like in the hood and shit where like most niggas ain't promised tomorrow or the next day. So a lot of people walk around with like the death mentality, high death drives. Like, you don't know when you're going to die, fool. You better turn up, you know, YOLO. So I kind of had to reboot my mind to like think that I had time and I'm not losing out. And social media makes it even harder now because in the palm of your hand, you can see someone doing better than you. Right. And you don't even know how much time of better they got than you. Like most people, they're going to show one bottle and that's all they got. 15 seconds of that Don Julio. And that's it. Because the rest of their night sucked, or the rest of their day garbage, you know. That's the term. Don't keep up with the Joneses. Just keep rocking. So yeah, I think we're finally getting to the state where time is here. No one can dodge this bullet. This one is in your face. So, bro resigned right before Trump comes in. We know how this goes. Demolish taxes. What the fuck is gonna happen? XN, there's Zen, XEN, and XN is freedom. For real. I pray Drac incorporates infrastructure on X1 for deployment of AI agents. Oh yeah, no, we already have that cooking. The AI agents are gonna be powered by Xenium. And that's where, or the XEN. The XEN is what's going to power the agents. And then the X1 chain is what will power their speed. Or how you get, like, this is the funder, X1 is the brain. So you divide, you still get to, that's the problem I think right now with AI, is that most of the AI coins, they're valued in like Solana, which is definitely more valuable than the AI. You know what I'm saying? Like, here I have my whole AI shit list. I've kept it. I don't actually know how good it's doing. We'll go by market cap. Damn, GOAT got wrecked. Oh man, this one was VC funded AF. I haven't checked this one out in a long time. Wow. Fucking wrecked. Hilarious. The power of open source. But AI16 Z is VC funded too. I'm kind of curious if whether or not we just witnessed a pivot where they came out with the GOAT one first to add like some psychology in it to make people think they were late. And then they came out with AI 16Z, which was always going to be like the like rollout. Like they always wanted to do multi-layer agent expression because this is VC funded. And it's backed by A16Z, which is a crazy tech VC fund. They actually were behind the GOAT, and that's why I'm putting them both together. Cerebro also VC funded. Damn, down to two. Wow, sorry. Hey, these coins were to be sold, so I hope you weren't holding them still. I already sold mines, most of them, or at least like take back my initial. Damn, this shit got wrecked. R.I.P. No one liked that rap album. Idiots. Hey, maybe we'll make him a rapper and they'll make money. No, you fucking idiots. Doesn't work that way. All right. Buddy Mind. Yeah, see, like all these, that's the problem with them. Like Cerebro could be awesome if it wasn't tied to a coin. Like the coin needed to be away from Cerebro. There's one one person doing that, which is the Mind coin. I'm still kind of bullish on this one. No one talks about this one because it was done right. You look at the RSI on it. This is the guy who got his idea hijacked, where like somebody from China jacked his idea and got it out before him and caused mass confusion on what is real and what is fake, and it worked into the advantage of the scammer. So now you got you got this guy who tried to create something up and off the ground, but the community of crypto was fucking massively mean to him, and now his coin is just slowly glowing. This is a good one, man. You should check out this one, Mind. So the reason why Mind is doing well is because, again, the guy who created it, he separated the agent from, oh, never mind. Hold on. I got to get rid of that one. Oh, no. This is the wrong one. Shit. Don't click that one. I just noticed it went over here. I think this is the wrong one. Hold on. Let me make sure I got the right one listed. Make sure it didn't get hijacked already. Yeah, this one's also called XEN. It has a XEN. Okay, yeah, so that was incorrect. Let me get the right address. I'm gonna take this one off. We'll get back to it. Yeah, that shit's called XEN. Oh yeah, this looks way better than that other one. See, this one, I mean, so this one got jacked by some dude from China. And because the guy who created this one, he's won like app developer awards and stuff like that. So this one is actually like dope. I check out this AI right here. It's got XEN. It's called XEN too. Like, what the fuck? But what the guy did that I think is smart, and it ties in with the XEN conversation, is that he separated the bot from the token. See, the keeper of XEN, the heart of Mindbath. So XEN is the currency for Mindbath, and that's kind of where everybody in AI is trying to head now. They're trying to make a currency that does not represent the personality, because that's where Cerebro and Goat went wrong. Like the AI went out and it developed a fund, and then that fund was in cahoots with the public, right? The agent needs to create its own private fund, and then it needs to go and be public and have coins that it can give to people and things like that, like not be buying back with the community, because that's like backwards. So yeah, I'm hyped about this one. I think it's gonna be cool once it's all together. It's super slept on right now because like again, it's got so much FUD around it. Like no one's trying to dissect it and understand it, but you can see from the chart, like everyone that knows about it, they're keeping it alive. So yeah, this is a wave. All right, I've been streaming for way too long. Way too long, boys and girls. Yo, so going into this weekend, I'll be on the lookout for XEN. I think XEN's gonna have a great weekend. Most people can't pay attention to it Monday through Friday. The lens usually comes in Saturday and Sunday. That's also when a lot of mints end, usually. So we'll see if there's a lot of ending mints this weekend that give us some turbulence, you know. But again, I think it's all positive. I honestly think XEN is working its way up. It's getting ready to get out of this channel and kind of move on to the next phase, which I do think is like, you know, pushing $200-400 million market cap, like 10xing out of this zone and going into the next area where it's time to tell people like why we're headed to $1 billion. Oh, because X1 chain's around the corner, duh. You know, so get in where you fit in, or you're not gonna fit at all. Peace.